find these guys up there. In their minds, I think they're trained to believe that they are protecting the people of the earth. This is going to be quite a while. So I'm going to be looking at this book and talking about the book. And as I see things on the video here, I'll stop and I'll draw your attention to it. And every once in a while, my cheap little camera, it'll get a half decent picture, and I'll hit photo on it, and you'll see the frame freeze for about 5 seconds. And this is just the camera trying to take a photo, a still shot. So every once in a while you're gonna see this thing freeze, and what that is, I'm trying to draw attention to good shots of these jets. And the next day when the sun is out really nice, I'll have a lot nicer pictures. So in the beginning, this is going to be very boring. Hopefully by the end of this DVD or VHS, whichever you may have, you will have the tools to explain to anyone that is interested that when you speak of these things and your family or neighbors or friends think you're absolutely crazy, that this doesn't go on, you're imagining everything, you've been miseducated, you're going to have the tools in this DVD and book to give you the power to show these people. And if they still are in extreme denial, which it's going to happen, you still change their lives, because when they walk outside, their eyes are going to look up, and they just can't help it. Once they know, even if they don't understand, they're going to look up. And I've had many people over the last 5 years that just think I'm absolutely crazy. These are commercial jets. They're not trying to hurt us. They're not trying to reflect the sun's heat. It's just that garbage on the internet, and you can't believe any of it. But once I have the opportunity, I'm standing outside with them, or I may be on a boat, or I'm somewhere, I can convince them. I at least change their life. And right here you'll see my first good cross in the sky, and you're going to see me take photos of these crosses and checkerboards all throughout this 2-hour video. And what this is, these jet sprays, most likely they're charged. They might be a negative, a positive. There's going to be some energy source, and they like to cross and put checkerboards all through the sky. It's kind of like I don't know, it's like they're following a map. They are at different heights, so I don't think they're at risk of hitting each other, but they do seek to cross. And tomorrow, when really going to change our weather, you'll see these crosses and checkerboards go clear across the atmosphere, or clear across the sky. Like I say, these jets here, they're just these sun dogs, these sun followers, and their trails, they are putting down a different type of chemical than the ones that are actually going to change the weather. So these trails, after a few miles, they disappear. But what they're doing, they're just spreading into a fog, and this fog of chemical, is the reflective part. And the ones tomorrow, the ones that are actually going to change the weather and create, rain, snow, whatever the case may be, those chemicals are long-lasting. They can be seen by satellite for many states. And you'll see this in the book. And so there's different jets for different purposes. So as the sun's setting here, you'll see there's just a lot of activity behind these trees where this sun setting in the west is. Uh, Around me, there's just literally nobody else flying but these jets. Uh, I don't even see small aircraft. I surely see no commercial aircraft. But these six or eight, they are just constantly doing these patterns, these circles. And what I'll do is I'm going to take this camera with me to work the next day, which is a Saturday, and I'm going to shoot just a little bit in the parking lot, and then I'm going to stop by my mom and dad's on the way home, and then I'm going to finish it up at my house. And I'm just going to give an example that, once you understand these guys are up there doing it, it doesn't matter where in the world you're at, they're doing it. And once you understand the two different ones, from the sun or the weather controllers, you'll easily see the difference in them. And the real proof of what they're laying down in the air that we breathe, if you take a 1 million power flashlight, which they're available at Walmart or virtually any kind of a hardware store, and actually they've got 2 million power flashlights now, but a 1 million plus will do the job very good. But if you see these guys out here spraying in the evening or during the day and just really coating the sky up, well, this chemical that they're putting in the air, it falls down, so that literally we're living in an ocean of these fine metallic particles. So if you wait until after dark on a calm evening and you take your flashlight and shine it straight up into the air, if the wind's not blowing very much, you'll see thousands and trillions of particles of metallic dust floating down to the earth. And that's why these guys are up there 24/7 putting these chemicals back into the air, because they can, whatever goes up must come down. They don't have a metallic chemical that's going to stay up there. So, this is something going on day in and day out, and you and I, we breathe this. I don't think there's much you're going to do in your home, your car, or anywhere you go, because it's just basically this chemical dust is in every breath of air that we take. And to try to filter your home, filter your car, filter your workplace, it's just almost virtually impossible. You have to exchange the air. You cannot rebreathe your own air very long, or you'll lose your health. So, to avoid what these people are doing is almost impossible. And that's why this information should not really be viewed by people until they went through the first book of the School of Self-Applied Prevention, so that they know that they can cleanse their body, flush out the gallstones and the mud, and get their intestines, in good health, and fast with oranges, vegetable juice, whatever the case may be, and unload, these toxins that have been accumulated in the body. So if you show this to somebody that is ill, or their mind is not strong, of life in general to begin with, then this book and video is going to be shocking to them. And to tell you the truth, I think it's going to be shocking no matter what. If they are not already aware of what's happening on a daily basis. And it's getting pretty late in the evening now, and you can see now that the sun is setting and everything's more of a distance away from me, I can actually take video of 4 or 5 of these jets in one, I can capture all of them in one picture. They're just all following that sun as the Earth goes